What's up? It's Jamani. I just want to go over some of my finances. Currently on YouTube, I have $4,700 and the month isn't even over for September. So as you can see, so the last 3 months, I haven't really been making any money on YouTube at all because I haven't been posting any content. I went on a little hiatus for multiple reasons, but this $4,000, $4,700 is right now. What's today? It's like the 23rd. It's the 23rd of September, and this is the most money I've ever made on YouTube, and it's gonna take me out of debt. Right. So the most money I've ever made on YouTube was in April. I made $3,167. But with that being said, I feel real good about it. Coming to Las Vegas, I came literally with a couple $100s left on my credit cards, and anticipating being homeless, wasn't sure like how things were gonna work out, but they did. And now, I have, what I'm saying? I like the amount of money that I'm making right now, that's just due to, or this month is due to the fact that like me coming to Vegas was such a big move. It increased so much engagement that a lot of people were just watching my content. Now that I'm not homeless on the street, where a lot of people was kind of hoping that I was, because that's what really, why people was watching. But again, shout out to all the people that reached out trying to help and did help. But I'm just kind of providing regular content where it's just like regular day to day, and the amount of views I'm getting is not as much. And I kind of reached that peak of me being in Vegas and homeless, and now it's like I gotta find something to kind of keep the attention of the people that are consistently watching me now. So I think I'll be able to average hopefully between $3,000 to $5,000. No, not $3,000 to $4,000 as long as I'm uploading every day, every month. I'm not sure, but what's most important is next YouTube paycheck, I could take like October 21st. I should be able to take that money and use most of it to pay off all my debt. And the last time I had the opportunity to do that is when someone was generous enough to, reach out to me and really bail me out. I got a $5,000 donation, which was crazy. And, they told me I could do whatever I want with it after talking to them. But essentially it was given to me when, I was just, going crazy on the internet, just talking about, I just want peace of mind. And, I'm just consistently in debt, being a gambling addict. And that's it's even though it's self-inflicted, it's hard, it's hard to like, even with jobs, it's like in order for me to get out of debt, like I literally have to save all my money for 3 months straight. And it's a lot easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? I've always had I've been in a debt that I could always get myself out of because I've always had income coming in. But again, the problem was just me and my addiction. But now I got another opportunity to finally, and this is a big thing for me because I'm always in debt. Like I am always in debt. I've been in debt for the last 12 years of my life, and there's been few times where where I get a big win. I think the most I ever won at the casino was like $5,000. Then after that, I think there was a night that I won, or I think there was 2 nights where I won a total of $4,000. And, it's a lot of money for me, but most importantly, it's money that usually will be able to cover most of my debt. The most I've ever been in debt is about like around $6,000. So yeah, now I'm kind of, I have another, I don't know how much debt I'm in. I know I got at least $3,000 worth of debt right now. It's more than that, but this $5,000 is definitely going to be able to cover it. And the month's not even over. So, literally have another week to generate more income, which I should be going hard right now just so that YouTube check can be just that much bigger. And again, it's gonna, I'm thinking about, like, I really feel bad about the $5,000 donation that, someone gave me $5,000 and I took $3,000. I used it towards most of my credit cards, like all my credit debt. And then I took the other 2,000s. I gambled it. I lost the money, but then I'd eventually started maxing out my credit cards, hotel rooms, food, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how long it took, but I eventually just got myself back into debt and basically blew the whole 5,000. But this time it's different. Like, I got to make sure that it's different, that I take this money and I use it properly. And I really want to be back in that position and, know what it feels like to be debt free. Cause I haven't been debt free, like, again, like, ever, you know what I'm saying? And anytime I was debt free, it only lasted about, probably a couple weeks until, you know what I'm saying, I was just back into thousands of dollars of debt. Cause like when I do get myself out of debt, usually it's usually off of a big win. You know what I mean? It's never, I've never slowly, like, couple $100s at a time, and like I just never had that kind of discipline to do that, because I'm a real problem gambler. And it's just, if you understand, you do. If you don't, then it's a good thing that you don't understand how this, the psychology of being a problem gambler, it is very self-inflicting, and it's just a terrible thing, because even when you want better for yourself, you're still not gonna. I still didn't do better for myself, and I tried, but I consistently failed. So getting this big paycheck, it just helps me make a better decision. It's a lot easier to make the decision, like, oh, I could clear myself, I could pay all my debt right now and then not have to worry about it, even though it's gonna hurt, because that's a lot of money for me, versus doing it, weekly, because there's always, throughout the weeks, there's always gonna come a point where I either make a lot of money at the casino and then I get greedy and want to make more money, which causes me to lose a lot more money, which just creates a cycle of just, compulsively gambling, to the point where now I'm just, pawn shop, taking out advances, and what else do I do? Just everything, bro. Like, it's just terrible. It's a terrible thing, man. But again, like I said, I'm just making this video to kind of really make some content, but also say, like, next month, October 21st, probably by the 22nd, I should be completely out of debt, and hopefully I definitely stay out of debt, like, what I'm saying, other than paying bills and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited for it, and yeah, I just can't afford to make this mistake again.